Hello and welcome to episode 15 of Hearthside. Today, we are going to be building a lot of buildings. Let's say we're going to put in some buildings that are first drafts. That's how we're going to describe them. I have signs all over town. You can see a few of them back there, and let's go over them. Also, appointed people to jobs again. I don't know if they're going to stick with them. It probably depends on where they are, but Trine has a new job and new eyes. Hello, Trine. Julie has a job. She is our tiny powerhouse of a librarian, and Ryan is wearing the priest's robes with the collar. I have so many feelings on that I cannot adequately describe it. But if you knew me, you would understand. However, let's just talk about these signs. We're going to put an inn underneath here. I'm going to call it Eavesdrop Inn because it's going to be over in Eve, and it's going to have a drop, and it's going to be an inn, and it's going to be amazing. Also, we're going to have an infirmary right here because if you're going to put in places, then you're going to put in places. You know. And I'll put it underneath that stairway. It'll be a nice little kind of healing center. The reason I'm doing all of this is ultimately because I want to become king. And that's because I want to control the population. Now, I didn't think I wanted to do that before, but seeing how fast and quickly these individuals like to make children, I think I'm going to need to population cap them. We're going to put a library up front. I'm probably going to lower this again, and I don't mind that at all. So, another place that we're putting in is up here. This is the blacksmith. I'm gonna put it kind of on stilts above this little thing, and I don't know exactly, but I just know I want it up here. There's a few other places that I'll introduce later on, but I think that's quite enough. I know we have something on the top of that hill. I could almost read it from down there. It's an armory. We're gonna put an armory up front. Show that we have warriors and scholars. Also, I have not freed all of them, but we have children that are growing, and they might grow right out of their cribs, and I need to make bedrooms and spaces for these new individuals that are now almost adults. Hi, Haiti. Oh goodness, I think you've already grown. All of you are up. Everett, that is the cutest hoodie. Oh my goodness, Anita! You guys are adorable. I can't pick you up. And you are friendly, but you're also stuck. So, let's get you out of there. Don't hit the child. Don't hit the child. Okay. You're up. You're still not fully grown up. You are a teen, though, and don't need to be in a crib. As are you guys. Oh my goodness, you're adorable. You're so tiny. Look at you.
Hello.
This one's a child. Hi. All right. Oh, goodness, your eyes. Bye, Haiti. Whew. Those were some scary eyes, not gonna lie. Okay, so. These three children live in this house with their parents. They need beds. They need spaces to sleep. So I'm gonna carve into this area and do my best to... Stop moving me, you guys. Stop. Please. Thank you. I'm gonna make a stairway up, I think, and build some rooms kind of up on like a second story up here. Inset as well. Hello. And maybe a master bedroom for the parents up there and having a workspace down here. So, let me get started on that. Alright, excellent. So I just wanted to let you guys know that in the gravel washing facility, the house, we replaced the brass funnel that was funneling flint into lava. We replaced it with a smart chute and are filtering into a chest instead because one of my villagers now takes a flint trade. So, just wanted to let you know about that little development. There we are. That's all accessible now. And we'll be getting all of that lovely, lovely flint in there, as well as our iron over here. Haiti, I don't mean to say this, but you are straight up terrifying with those eyes. Oh, buddy. Don't you fall off of that. Don't you even dare fall off of that. How did you get up there in the first place? Did you climb the vine? It took you exactly 2 seconds to find a place that you shouldn't be able to access. And now you're up here, Wally. Is there a way down? There. Now you have a way down. That isn't just yeeting yourself off of this and hoping not to die. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, we've got our 3 bedrooms up. And now we've got a bit of a roof. Not a good one, but a little bit of a roof here with a gate. So, this is how we're going to call it Eavesdrop Inn. I'm probably going to have some plants up here. Oh, Everett and Julie just got married. Wonderful, wonderful. Can you tell how it's going to be an eavesdrop inn? You see, I'm probably going to have an outdoor space in the front underneath this drop, and then another outdoor space where you can sit down and eavesdrop on your below neighbors. The inn is going to be inset into the wall, of course, so let's get started on that. I am so excited, and remember that we do have some other things that we're going to have to worry about here. So let me get out my blueprint and let's talk it out. Alright, so in our catalog, actually, in our rank, it says we need to reach a total of 800 hearts and build a graveyard, which we already have, build an inn, and build an infirmary. The inn, of course, needs a smoker, a jukebox, and 4 beds. The infirmary is going to need a cauldron, a flower pot, a brewing stand, and also a bed. So, we're going to have plenty of sleeping here. Ooh, another thing I'm not sure if I told you, but it says 12 out of 24. I believe that counts on the beds in themselves. And what I'm worried about is that if we go underground, we're going to find all of those campgrounds that end up having beds with them, and the villagers are reproducing because they believe that they have enough space for these children. And to be quite frank, we don't. Oh, and as I was speaking, Everett and Julie had a baby. Alright, where's the child? Let me get that taken care of. I will be right with you guys. Everett, Julie, where's the child? I swear half of my time is spent looking or listening for a child babbling in the distance. This is what I am now. I am an impromptu babysitter. Oh, you guys are going to die, water wheels. So, let's get started. Gonna clear an area for a sitting area. Let's do some double doors since it's an inn. And thank goodness there's plenty of space back here that's already pretty much cleared. Well, I wouldn't say plenty. I kind of want this inn, since I believe it's going to have a jukebox. It is. I think I want it to have, like, a dance floor? Or just a large area of the bar with blank space so that you can just jump up and dance and enjoy yourself. So I'm thinking a 5x5 setup somewhere like 2 blocks back for the dance floor. Perfect, so we're 5 in. I think I'm going to put the dance floor over here. I'm going to give it a smidgen of space from the wall. 1, 2, 3. How does that look from the outside? A little crammed on this side. I did something wrong. We're going to need some bedrooms. I actually think I might put them over that away. Yes, yes. There we are. Now, to actually make this all look like what I want it to look like. So let's do spruce and let's grab some... Well, actually, the better way of handling all of this is to decide where we want all of these pieces. The smoker, the jukebox, and the 4 beds. I think we're going to go with, I would say plain white linens, but I think gray would be nice. Ah, sheep. Come here. Give me your wool. That's enough for 2 beds. Wait, math. Oh, I have enough for that now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Let's head back. So we'll place our beds here, and here, and here. Actually, up against the walls. There we are, and we'll have a double door here to come in. Wonderful. And let's make a few oak nightstands. There we are. Next things up are the jukebox and the smoker. Maybe not right next to each other. Jukebox should be accessible to the public. So over here. Perfect. Right in front of the dance floor, everyone's good. Alright, so those are all of the required things right here. Our 4 beds, our smoker, and our jukebox. So, now we have to make all of this look nice. So, let's start out pretty simply. I need some oak tables. Perfect, I have plenty of them. I want to go with light colors in here because we are in a very cavey area. So, let's get this portion right. There we are, a counter. I think I want it to be a little bit more stable, kind of. So, right here, we'll put those portions. Now, before we add flooring, walls, and decor, let's talk about lighting. I generally like relatively simple lights. Lanterns and such like that. But I feel like over the dance floor especially, we should probably go with something that's, a statement piece. You know. So we're gonna go right underneath it, make sure that's about as centered. And I might put a simple chandelier here. Right, so I think that's simple enough. And nice enough that we will continue right along. Ooh, that looks nice. I think I'll do the back of the bar in spruce too, but I may consider staying with oak in the front. Oh, our forest grew. I do want the dance floor to stand out, so I may use a different oak type. You know, one of our, hello. Hi. One of our variants that we have. I think I'm gonna go with that. And I'm going to need more oak, so may as well head out, grab a little bit of that before I get started. Oh, by the way, on the tree farm idea, I had to move that. I think I'm going to play with it some more, but it is... Ooh, they are happy to have such fair taxes. Good. Good, good, good. I've kept the tax rate low. The only reason I have one at all is so that they'll register that this is a storage house. Yay! We have some emeralds just slowly, ever so slowly flowing in, but we don't need them a huge amount at the moment. So let's change up our dance floor. I think I kind of want a scratched sort of oak to emphasize that it is fine, in fact, to use these facilities in the first place. Does that make sense? I hope it does. People are more likely to use something if it's a little beat up, right? I think so. So we're going to grab our chisel. If it looks too clean, I can see people getting a little nervous about using a facility. So let's see what type of scratchy sort of thing we got. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Guys, look at the herringbone. Look at... Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're going with the herringbone. I'm sorry. It was going to be a little bit more beat up, but the herringbone is so cool. You know, I think it stands out enough. Let's give this a shot. We're going to go around and replace the rest of this stuff with oak. So I'm thinking... I really do like how that alcove kind of pops out. I will end up using it for something, but right now, we've got the floor in, we've got the necessities in. Now I'm thinking windows, the front facade, and... Ooh, you know what might be cool? Bay windows. Should I do bay windows? Would that be too much for this kind of simplistic bar? And, you know, now that I have that chandelier mounted there, I really like how high the ceiling was. I was really hesitant because I was like, this feels like a very high ceiling. 5 up, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, 6 up. I still might have a big crown molding or a few pieces of crown molding all the way through here. And drop the ceiling a little bit until we get over the dance floor, and maybe I'll extend the ceiling upward and vault that area. Ooh, I think that's a good idea. I think that's a wonderful idea. Vault the ceiling in the dance area. You know what else we need? Seatings and tables. I was mentioning that I wanted a little bit of a dining area over here and a dining area out here. So we're going to do that, the windows, the doors, then we'll start putting in walls and seeing what works for us. And I think I always love sitting near a window, right? For me, I like sitting near a window. And we're going to go... Personally, I like seeing people pass by outside. That's not how you put a dining bench. There we go. I like seeing the world kind of passing by. I also enjoy sunlight. Like, I constantly want to be warm. I'm kind of a cold-blooded person. I'm thinking that looks good. Yay. All right, so now for windows. I always make a lot of extra glass. We used a ton of the clear light blue stained glass for our aquarium. Should we... I don't really have enough... No, I don't have enough green glass. I might go with that light blue stained glass and keep things kind of... I wouldn't say uniform, just... I know what I'm trying to say. But I'm failing at it. Let's just pretend I'm not failing at it, and you know what I'm trying to say too. Okay? Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh goodness, guys, which one should I choose? I really like the yellowed ones. Yes, that'll work. We're gonna put down, I think, 2 2x2 tables out here. Wonderful. That got our dining in here. You just said, sometimes I wish you came with a mute button. Are you absolutely serious? That is absolutely... Mean women in my town, guys. Right there. Yes, yes. We're gonna tidy up out here a little bit. And we will end up making a way down here, because now we've got a way we can snake that area, our walkway, on over to the side, have it enter the infirmary, and then have it enter here. That's going to be delightful as our town ends up, you know, expanding on itself and curling in on itself. Organically and comfortably and sweetly. I'm so excited. We're actually going to go with these blue panes up here. Honestly, the next most defined space is actually going to be in the back, because that's going to have a lot of different pieces of random things. Like, I really want bottles and cups and all those beautifully handcrafted terracotta pieces. You know, I know a lot of people get irritated about having to go and gather materials after starting, but I'm not really one of those people. I'm perfectly fine with letting the flow hit me and be like, okay, these are the things I actually want now. I didn't realize this is what I wanted earlier, but now this is what I want. And just switch it around, play it out. Sometimes realizing that everything you're doing might need a little bit more than what you were expecting can be discouraging, but sometimes it's a little bit of a learning experience, or it's just Alright, very well. I will go and grab these things now. I will do these things. For instance, if you've ever done electrical or plumbing, you know that that's the case. You know that you'll get the wrong piece. You'll know that, or occasionally, you'll get the right pieces, but not enough. That was a very common thing for me and for a lot of other people around. How do those look? Am I thinking they're looking good when they're not? You guys gotta tell me the truth. Does it look like this town is like really, I don't know, cryptic? Because it's just like an ellipsis right in the middle of town. Right when you come in, it's just like ... Be worried. I like it anyway. It's a non-statement. What is this? A crank for supplementaries. What do you do? Oh, I am very curious about you now, but I will figure you out later. I can't get distracted. I've got things to do. Why am I in here? Wrong space. I just went to the nearest place. Please make bricks. Thank you. Have you ever been to one of those bars or places that do offer just like books in the area? I kind of love it. For those people who do want to socialize or at least be in a social place, it feels like they're ignoring you, but they wouldn't be there if they were. So it's kind of nice. It's more welcoming, I would say, personally. Right, so what was I doing? Oh yes, decorating. We got our stacks of books, we needed an oven. We'll have some extra storage up there in the form of barrels, maybe. Because the villagers have a tendency to just be like, yes, this is my life now, this is my job, I am a fisherman. You put a barrel in here. Oh, you can stack them. Look at that, you can stack the dishes. Oh my goodness. I have some more plates. I actually think I'm going to steal those cups and combine the plates and the cups so that I get these crockery combos. And we're going to put a few out here. One here and one here. Let's do cooked mutton on the plates. Let's throw this roast chicken right here. Hoo-hoo. Look at how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness. We're going to use these 2 Blackstone lamps. Finish those out. Isn't it satisfying when you use the last thing of your inventory and you know it's a good thing? Like, I'm not going to use this very often from here. Ooh, that's a prettier painting. Okay. How do we feel about that? I'm feeling good. I think we're going to keep it that way. Little high chair over there. So now we have got this wall to decorate, that wall to decorate since there are smaller ones, that one. So let's see what we got. And glad you're happy to work at the library. Everett, how's it going, buddy? Are you a Fletcher? Look at you and your new duds. It looks like the villagers will trade off jobs if they can find one. Interesting. Is that Jean-Paul? I hear him. I heard him. There he is. This is Sam. This is the child of Ryan and Wally. There we are. That's what we were looking for. Wally and Ryan, you had a child out of the town. I may have to fence you guys in, but I really don't like that concept. Let's add a target block right over here for darts. Oh my goodness. I love him. Oh, I'm gonna find a place to put that type of painting. But for now, we have already that one. We'll go with the miniature version. Oh, the frog was so cute. Well, looky there. I could make villagers or me feminine. by using eggs and dye. I wonder if it's, you know, I wonder if it's temporary. Because I may just make a village of men or women so that I don't have to worry about them having children. That brightens up this space a lot. Oh my goodness, this inn was so fun to make. I am so excited for things to start working out in here. Check it out. Oh my goodness. Do you think they're going to be comfortable, guys? I do worry about them. I do worry about the villagers being uncomfortable or sad. Yes, this is just delightful. This is just delightful. I'm so happy. Let's add this building. Advanced. Add building. And here is our inn. It has 4 light gray beds, a smoker, a water cauldron, and a jukebox. There we are. Look at that. Kitty? Oh no, you're stuck. How did you get stuck in there? Go on. There we are. I will clean up these walls over here later. We may decorate them up, but for now, I think this is good. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now, infirmary time. So we're going to make this a small little infirmary, and the reason I put it next to our inn is because I've often seen places that have a hospital or a care center right next to a restaurant. And, you know, I think that's a wonderful thing. That's people really thinking. Jim has arrived at the inn. That was so fast. What? Jim? Hello? Hi, Jim. How are you? Jim, your hair. Your hair. Your hair is changing color. That is so neat. How's it going? Just letting you know, if you're going to have villagers, maybe consider not building on mountains because they like to climb them, and they also have a tendency to fall off of them. I think I found where a lot of people are having problems. I've been wondering where everyone was, but sometimes they just wander around and get stuck. That's what we're going to be doing, Ryan? Fighting a cow. I think we're going to make this like a triage office. 1, because that took it out of me, and 2, because I feel like it would work out the best. I think I'm feeling pretty good about that size right there. So, does that look corporate enough? I love that. That looks so good. I usually do not use end rods because I think the light coming off them is a little too glaring. But I think it looks really, really nice. You know, I think that's just corporate enough to be a little infirmary. And just fanciful enough to work here. How do we feel about it? Is it too corporate? Tell me the truth. Feel free to comment. Let me know if these bother you, if the window's not something. You know. And let's call it a day. My goodness, it's been a big one, hasn't it? We made an infirmary. We have our... Oh yes, we need to add the infirmary. Wait, before I finish the episode, let's add the infirmary. Just kidding, guys. We're not there yet. Building added. Right there. There's our infirmary. We did it! Now, what are we missing to become the next rank? A total of 800 hearts. Okay. Okay, before the end of the episode, I want to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go talk to people. I'm going to go make them happy. I'm going to give them gifts. We're going to get to 800 hearts. We'll see where we're at. Oh, I completed a challenge. Best friends. Oh, buddy. Well, let me finish it off. Interact, gift, shoes. Well, now, with that... Hang on, let me come into the sun. Let me come into the sunlight. There we go. With that that lamp is in the way now. Okay, okay, okay. I got this. I got this with that. With that. Okay, I got this. I promise. I got this. Well, with that, everyone, that is really all we have time for today. We have our villagers, and I am now a noble. I may dress the part next time. I may not. We'll see how it goes. Thank you for joining me today,